Hello, this is Lemery Rollins and I'm Gregory Scott. We are talking about frame and connection.
Yep.
I don't know why I just forgot that, but anyway. So as far as connection, we're talking about with hand connection. If you hold water, we like to take the feeling receptors of our hands, being the pads of those, and if you kind of did it to yourself and you kind of put those pads inside where you would hold water, it's where it pools the deep part of your hand, and you let your fingers kind of wrap around there. It kind of makes like the suction cup kind of feeling, and you want to keep like enough downward pressure with the down hand so that when you wiggle the top hand, it kind of gets stuck. So it's not sliding back and forth and my fingers are catching that and sliding off. I'm trying to stay inside that pull part. And that kind of gives you enough kind of gravity weighted down feeling without force, but just a weighted down feeling enough to keep me caught in the crevice of your hand, or palm. We also talked about different positions inside our frames.
So Greg has his frame that's over here and it kind of reaches around the back of him, and I have my frame that's over here and reaches around the back of me. When we're talking compression and leverage, we're really actually compressing and leveraging inside of our own frames. I'm not trying to take up my partner's frame while doing this.
So right now we're actually in the middle of our frames.
Respective frames.
And if we both went to the back of our frames, they would look like that. We come back to the middle, it would be that. We went towards the front of our frames, it would look like that. So what happens when we're in the front of our frames is we're in compression. When we are in the middle, we just have that weighted feel in our hands. So there's still connection, but there's no
push or
pull. When we go to the back of our respective frames, we are in leverage. Does that make sense?
It's important that when you are moving inside your frame that you think a little bit more about going from your midsection or your hips.
So like below your rib, last rib and your hip bone, so somewhere in here.
So that when it seems a little awkward at first, kind of moving that part of your body towards your partner, but it allows me to maintain a good posture, but still occupy the space towards the front of my frame. What we often have a tendency to want to do is lean in because we think it's going to be safer, but all I'm really doing is sticking my face in his face, and that's never, well, it's a little more awkward anyway. And that was pretty much the gist, making sure that we're using that frame. Actually, real quick, so we should be in the back of our frames for count 6. We should be in the back for count 1. We should be in the middle for 2. If we're doing a sugar push, we'll be in the front for 3 and middle for 4, middle for 5, and back for 6. If we're doing a side pass, we're in the back for 1, we're in the middle for 2, we're still in the middle for 3 and for 5, and we're in the back again for 6. So you can see how we're drifting through these different positions and our own respective frames that help give this stretch look that we're looking for in our swing. All right, thank you very much.
Dance Jam Productions.